Ever wondered about the story behind the headlines when it comes to the West Philippine Sea dispute? Well, it's a complex tapestry, woven with threads of history, policy, and international relations. Starting from the mid-20th century, the territorial dispute over the West Philippine Sea, also known as the South China Sea, began to heat up. The end of World War II in 1945 saw a power vacuum in the region, with various nations staking their claims based on historical evidence and international law. The United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS, which came into force in 1994, established the exclusive economic zones and continental shelves of coastal states. This led to further tensions as countries like China, Vietnam, the Philippines, Malaysia, and Brunei all laid claim to parts of the South China Sea. The strategic importance of the region cannot be overstated, with trillions of dollars worth of trade passing through its waters each year. The presence of valuable resources such as oil and natural gas further complicates the situation, making it a hotspot for geopolitical competition and potential conflict. Fast forward to 1973, the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea was adopted, which attempted to set boundaries and rights in the world's oceans. However, the disputes continued, with China, Taiwan, Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei, and the Philippines all asserting differing claims over the region. In 2012, a significant standoff between China and the Philippines took place at the Scarborough Shoal, leading to increased tension and international attention. This resulted in the Philippines filing a case with the Permanent Court of Arbitration in 2013. 3 years later, in 2016, the court ruled in favor of the Philippines, invalidating China's claims to the territory. However, China refused to acknowledge the ruling, further escalating the dispute. Today, in 2024, the tension remains. Recent incidents, such as the ramming of Philippine Navy vessels by Chinese Coast Guard personnel, have only fueled the fire. Countries like the United States, Japan, and Australia have called on China to halt its aggressive actions, expressing commitment to upholding a rules-based order in the Indo-Pacific region. So what have we unraveled from this complex tapestry? Firstly, the West Philippine Sea dispute has roots stretching back to the mid-20th century. Secondly, despite international laws and court rulings, the dispute remains unresolved due to differing national interests and non-compliance. Lastly, the situation as it stands today is a volatile one with continued aggression and international calls for adherence to established rules. This issue is more than just lines on a map. It's about national sovereignty, international law, and the peaceful coexistence of nations. As we continue to watch this space, it's essential to understand the history and key points that have led us here. The West Philippine Sea dispute is not merely a regional concern, but a global one, with implications for international law and order and the future of peaceful diplomacy.